Welcome to Your World Within Daily. In this episode, we're going to talk about the difference between maintaining and growth, and how sometimes we can think we're working hard, but miss the whole point. So you never know where you find your inspiration, right? That's one of the fun components of life. Like, you never know throughout the day what you're going to come across and what value that's going to bring. Well, I found a kind of a random quote, a random message from Alice in Wonderland. Right? So Lewis Carroll's quote, he says, well, this is Alice talking to the Red Queen. Right. Well, in our country, said Alice, still panting a little, you generally get to somewhere else if you run very fast for a long time, as we've been doing. A slow sort of country, said the Queen. Now here, you see, it takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place. If you want to get somewhere else, you must run at least twice as fast as that. Brilliant. Like so many quotes in that book. But I love the concept, right? As someone that, has to differentiate between output, and the right things, right? I've made that mistake so many times in my life and continue to, try and be hyper aware of that. What am I doing? And does it align with what I really want? Right? A culture that says hustle, 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 hustle. Yeah, but at what? How are you doing that and for what reason? And I thought it'd be a nice reminder, Monday morning, kick off the week, to self-examine and look at what we're doing. Right? It takes a lot of energy, as the Red Queen says. It takes a lot of time and investment simply to maintain. And we get so accustomed to routine that we stop thinking. And that's where the danger is, to go on autopilot. Again, I lived years like that, right? After college, for however long it was until I decided to do something different, it's very easy, in fact, easier to define parameters and stay within them than it is to grow. Right? Growth is a different animal. It's a different kind of awareness. It's a different kind of pursuit. Because you can spin your wheels, you can work 3 times harder than someone with, a clear plan and direct line of sight to where they want to be, and end up in a worse situation, right? A worse place. So, we've talked about this in some capacity before, where when you really simplify it down, life is about understanding where you are and where you want to be. You need to understand both of those points, A and B, and then realize that, so much of what we're doing is simply maintaining. Like Alice running through the woods, it takes time and it takes energy, and it feels like you're adding value. But are you? And that's a question only you can answer. Right? All we have, and I forget where this quote's from, all we have is the time that's given to us. That's it. I mean, that's our greatest commodity. And so, placing it in areas that have the most impact is important. So practical application, what I'm going to do today, what I'd advocate everyone do, is look at how they're spending their time and ask themselves, are you maintaining, or are you moving towards something that's important? Not to mention the idea or I'll say the truth that growth is difficult simply because it's new and it's unknown. Right? Trying something different is like this to me right now, and I'm getting over it, but it's annoying. Like, it's annoying to talk into a camera. It's much easier to just face the wall, talk, cut when I say something I don't, you know what I mean? Like, edit how I want to edit, and then just release the audio. But I know that's maintaining, and that YouTube is, the beauty of it is that it can reach millions and millions of people and ultimately bring them to the audio, right? Grow this community that I care so much about. So it's like, what matters? Where should you place your time? It's understanding those inflection points, right? They say 20% gets you, the majority of your results. Well, what is that 20%? And what's 20% of that 20%? How can you really leverage and utilize your strengths, despite the fact that it's a little bit discomfort or uncomfortable, right? And you'll have to push, 2-3 times as hard. It's worth it. It's worth it, because in life, no one wants to maintain, progress is happiness. And I want to grow, you want to grow, right? That's why I do this. That's why you do what you do. We're not here to let life go by. So let's be hyper aware. Let's understand what we're doing to simply maintain and push it. Push the bound. What better day than a Monday to take things up a notch? You know what I mean? Like, what better day than right now to find the little 1.5% in your day that you would have mitigated or ignored, and use it to put your toe in the water. That's all it is. Step out a little bit. Be a little braver than you were yesterday. You don't need to hit a home run. You need to hit a single, because those things accumulate. And you'll find, as the Red Queen says, as time passes, you will be running twice as fast. Not because you started to sprint, but because you became aware and you increased just a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more. That makes all the difference. Have an amazing Monday, guys. If you enjoy this, my usual spiel here, I'd greatly appreciate you to subscribe, rate, review. Helps me get it out to the world, and that means everything to me. So thank you for that, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.